This is the Blade 120 SR. As you can see here, well, maybe on the other side, it's there it is. It's all damaged. It still flies. I'm a beginner, so it's taken more than its share of crashes. I find it very durable. It's getting easier to understand and to fly. Besides that crack in the body, this tail also seems to be spinning around, and as it crashes, it spins around and it will hit the little prop back here on the tail rotor that will cause problems. The prop here on the tail rotor actually fell off one time. I just pushed it back on there, and it's staying on there ever since. But I do need to do something with that, so it's not so easy to turn. The 5-in-1 board is right back here, the 5-in-1 controller. There's a little LED in here that is very hard to see unless you power up. The battery compartment is there. The battery does not go in like it shows in the manual. It goes in most of the way, it just doesn't go in all the way. There is a kind of a low control mode on the transmitter. It's called the dual rate control. Here's the transmitter, and if you just click on that right stick, it puts it in a low speed or low level of control. That's good for beginners. So I would certainly recommend that. There are two modes here, 1 and 2 on the controller. I suppose you just push the button. There's no indicator to tell you whether you're in mode 1 or mode 2. What I did is I just tied down the skids here and plugged it in, turned it on, and then I just observe the controls, what the controls are doing on the transmitter, because as the manual explains, it can be set up in 2 different ways. I did have to bind it, the transmitter to the helicopter, but that was easily done by just following the directions step by step in the manual. The manual's not all that great, but it's enough to get you going. All right, this is the result of flying it several more times. I'm getting better at it, which means I'm flying higher, and that also means I'm crashing harder. So there are several problems now. The fuselage here has cracked and broke. It's not really needed, but it's a cosmetic thing. The battery has broken off. As you can see here, the mount for the battery broke right off. That's because the battery is heavier than anything else on here, I think, and it just has this little pivot point here that's not supposed to pivot, and it broke off in one of the crashes. Then the landing skids have also broken. It's not really necessary. I can hand launch this thing fairly easily. I kept losing the tail here. This comes off, or actually what it does is it becomes loose. It hits the ground and it comes loose and it spins, and then it will hit the prop here, and the prop has come off. But I just put everything back together, and the tail just hasn't been a problem. Then the other thing that broke is there's a missing link here. I don't know if you can see it on the screen there, but there's a missing link right here. Not sure if that can be seen, but there should be 2 links. There's a link right here. There's a link right there, and there should be one on the other side as well. So again, that's not really necessary. The helicopter does fly without that. As you can see, it pivots still, but it does make it wobbly. So hopefully I can go to the hobby store and pick up those pieces and then figure out how to put them back on. So I hope to be up and flying real soon here without spending too much money. Okay, I've repaired everything. The linkage is now in place, right there. There was an extra one in the main kit. I didn't realize it, but there's a bunch of them there. Evidently, that's a common thing to get lost. I did not fix the body. I did purchase a new one, but I'm going to say that I'm planning on crashing it several more times between now and whenever. But I got new skids. I've got a new battery holder for it, and I think that's it. Those are all the pieces that I used to replace it. The battery holder was difficult to put back on. This metal rod here is just a force fit. So it took some banging to get that done. But that's it. I'm ready to go fly it again.